This is a gym girl with massive high interest, right? That's what I needed you for, yeah? Yeah, and let me tell you, right, I've spoke about this many times. She see me, high interest. I worm my way over there, started a little conversation, and you know, I've just done a video on this. I didn't rizz her, I didn't do anything. I just did normal chit chat. When a girl's high interest, as long as you don't act needy or weird, you go over there, say hello, you keep the convo going and you escalate it. You try to get the Instagram, you try to set up a date, yeah? I did that with her. I suggested a date. You know, I actually see her across 2 days, took her on my motorbike, span around, built a bit of rapport, and I didn't rizz her anything, yeah? That was it. Then I said to her, you and your friend, I'll take you out for a jug of sangria tonight, yeah? I didn't even text her. And I was just gonna leave it. That's how I roll now, nonchalant. If they're not high interest, and if they don't show it with their actions, I couldn't care less. I'm gonna crack on earning money. That's the point I was at. She texted me like, oh, we still on for that date, yeah, in one way or another, yeah? And that's when I was like, right, she's game. I was just about to go to sleep, jumped up, got in the shower, went and had a couple jugs of sangria with her 2 friends. The rest is history. But I weren't rizzing, I weren't doing any of this like framing my sentences some high value. I just went and had a laugh, yeah? And like I've said in my video I just posted, I've learnt to be normal. I've got rid of my weird ways. I've learnt how to escalate. You know, escalation is a fact. You need to learn how to do that, right? So I'm on a date with her, her friend gets too drunk, goes home, perfect. Now it's just me and her, yeah? And I'm just normal. Some girls like guys that act normal, yeah? Some girls will find you acting normal boring. They want a guy that stimulates them. Go look for a girl that's high interest that doesn't need stimulated game or wordplay. We just had normal chit chat, you know. How I escalate is, you know, we're talking about gym, we're talking about a leg day. I show them our quads. I say, show me yours. I start grabbing a quad, obviously, so let's see what these quads are like. But you grabbing a thigh, yeah? That is a form of escalation. You're breaking the touch barrier. But I was sitting next to her anyway, putting my arm around her. That's a very smooth way, like, oh, show us your quad muscles, especially if they're a gym girl, yeah? Even if they're not a gym girl, let's say, see your quad muscles. Hand on the thigh. If you're a guy they're attracted to, you're sitting there having a jug of sangria, and you put your hand on their thigh, you know what's going to happen, yeah? Then I move to the next venue. Then I move to the next venue. Then I'm like, you've got to come see my balcony. The view is unbelievable. Don't think anything's going to happen, no. I'm not like that, yeah. I'm not easy, yeah. Flip it before they can even say, oh, I'll come up, but I'm not going to do anything. Come up, see my view, but don't get any ideas. Like nothing's happening, yeah. You've got to spin it. Little things like that. And this isn't even game, this is just learning to escalate and learning to handle their objections, right? But listen, when a girl's high interest, she was having a great time coming with me, yeah? And this is what you probably call a system. All you need to learn is how to be sociable, not weird, and how to move it forward, yeah? How to move it forward and how to handle potential objections. Really, I'm trying to do this video to make it not complicated. It might be seeming complicated to you. And then we had a great time. And then that was it. Pretty much fast forward a year, we're together. What did I do? I maxed out my looks, capitalized on high interest, set up a date, had a great date, escalated. This is what most men struggle with. They're on a date and they're like, do I go for a kiss? Do I touch her? Sit next to the girl, put your arm around her, put your hand on her leg. Move it along, go to a couple venues and then bring it to yours. Yeah, it might be a bit harder in the UK, you might be far away, I don't know. Yeah, but logistics are very important, right? And it doesn't have to happen that night. Trust me now, so many men are trying to take girls home on the first night. If you go, right, I've had a great date, let's call it there, you send her home. They sometimes respect and appreciate that you weren't trying to get in their knickers so quickly, yeah? So you need to think about this. So many men are like, I have to get it on date 1. No, you don't. Draw it out. But all I'm trying to say is, right, I don't have good game or rizz at all. So you can copy me, get dialed in, get as good looking as possible, get a tan, sort your bed out, sort your hair. Look out for high interest, whether in real life or on dating apps. Join all these sports societies, paddle, high rocks, you know, there's tons of girls at these. And then just learn how to go over there and be normal and escalate. Shoot for the date, shoot for the Instagram. Let them know you're attracted without overtly saying it, yeah? I don't give compliments, I used to. I don't really do that anymore. So many men are like, wow, you're gorgeous. Instantly putting them on a pedestal, yeah? It can work, and it does work. But listen, you don't need to do that. nonchalant, yeah? As long as you're escalating, they know you're interested. If you're shooting for the Instagram, you're shooting for the date, you don't need to sit there and validate them, right? That's what you got to do. And then on the date, you make it physical, yeah? You make it not weird. You be sociable. How do you be sociable? You do what I'm recommending. You go and join all these clubs, get out of your box bedroom, yeah? And just, that's all you got to do, escalate. Don't be weird, don't smother, don't be needy. Take your time, be nonchalant, not so nonchalant that you don't do anything, yeah? Happy medium. And it's as simple as that, guys, yeah? So you don't need to be a Riz God. You don't need to be some Giga Chad. You need to be in shape, good fashion, tan, hair, beard, look for high interest, take action, escalate, escalate, escalate. Always be escalating. They say it in sales, always be closing, moving it forward, yeah? And rinse and repeat. This is going to help you massively, and naturally your game is going to improve anyway. And if you want to learn more about little details and things like that, get yourself in my dating group chat. Maxim.